Hi, my name is David Summerfleck, and I'm a digital marketing specialist online at DMS.BLUE. Those are my initials. It's what I do, and my favorite color. In this video, I want to talk about DIY and the pitfalls of DIY. If you're a small business owner or entrepreneur or service provider and you're just starting out, you may not have a lot of money to invest, or you may have a limited amount of money to invest in actually building and promoting your business, and you're not really sure how to do it or where to begin or what to do first. And one of the issues that I saw in my 20 plus years working for different digital marketing agencies and advertising agencies and publishers, one of the things that I would see over and over again is that the small business owner or startup, in so many cases, almost every time, they would go and get a free DIY template website. And it would often have very little to no content because, again, the small business owner or new entrepreneur, they may not know what to write or what should be there. Some of the images could be very low quality or not coming out very clear, or not have great resolution, and so on. So the website itself would be there. It might have ads for competitors or other companies in your area. It could have a big banner at the top or something like that. And in a lot of cases, it just doesn't represent the business itself in a very professional light. And in a lot of cases, if you were to go to Google and type in whatever that type of business is, that business doesn't come up as number one. And again, the reason is you're putting together little bits and pieces here and there over the course of anywhere from 6 months to 6 years and hoping that it's going to bear fruit. And that's basically why DIY doesn't work, because you're already running the business itself on a day-to-day basis. You're responsible for HR, for working with suppliers or other individuals. You're managing the company. You're trying to get that business running off the ground itself, while also trying to bring new business in, whatever it is that you do, whether you're a supplier, a manufacturer, a psychologist, a plumber, an electrician, a lawyer, whatever it is. You can't really do that business on a consistent day-to-day basis, an hour-by-hour basis, and promote it effectively at the same time on all of the different levels that you need to be firing at, while fulfilling those obligations. So DIY is not really a good way to start. So what do you do if you're a new business owner or entrepreneur service provider and you're trying to grow your business on a limited budget? One thing to do that I always recommend is slow the F down, get a grip on it, and really look at your priorities and what your objectives are. As a digital marketing specialist who's been around for so long, a lot of times I'd have small business owners call me and just say, I just need a website. How much is a website? As if that's going to solve their problem. It doesn't. So even if I were to tell them, okay, a website is $10 or whatever, it's not going to solve the problem. Diagnosing legitimate issues and specific objectives and setting goals with realistic ways to measure success and achieving outcomes, that will help them reach the goals that they want to achieve. So what I always recommend is slowing down, working from a very methodical, organized perspective. What does that translate into? That means coming up with a very deliberate marketing plan that works from different levels or tiers. So in the military, they would have a what they would call a strategy, but it's really a plan that would have different tiers. Each tier or level will be represented by a strategy or approach. So in military terms, that'd be land, air, sea, psychological operations. It could be a spy network or system where they try to, infiltrate the other government and work with their communications infrastructure. And now, of course, it's going to be computer infrastructure, computer security, trying to hack their systems or grid and so on. So there's all these different levels or tiers, and each level or tier is going to be a different strategy or approach toward achieving a central objective. So for the small business owner, I always recommend slowing down, looking at what your goals are, what really matters to you most. You can't say it's just to make more money. Who is your ideal client or your ideal customer base? Where do they live? What do they spend their money on? What do they value most? How can you serve them most effectively by differentiating yourself from larger, more profitable competitors? So you want to put that marketing plan together. Once you do that, then you can also have a digital marketing plan that can work in the same manner so that company website can have different levels or tiers as well that can execute an objective using different approaches. So for a website, that would be SEO, search engine optimization. That means being found at the top of Google for specific terms in your city and state. So you can really zero in on your ideal customer base or client base where you live now. So that's using SEO. Then it could be paid advertising, posting ads to over 2 billion people a day on Facebook, for example, using paid ads, and then email automation and so on. So you really need an expert to help you organize and put a structure to what you're trying to achieve. That's how you reach your goals more effectively, more efficiently, and ultimately more quickly. You save money, you save time, you save yourself a lot of headache, having to go back and having to repeat things over and over again that way. And that's how you go from being a small business or entrepreneur to being a much more profitable one on a more accelerated level. So hopefully that's of interest and makes sense. To learn more, please visit me online at DMS.BLUE. Thanks for watching and have a great day.